Okay, Keith, your box has arrived, so I'm going to get you unpacked and have a look at what you've sent. We're going to get started on your service, but we got to evaluate first before we can go too far. Take this off camera so not everybody knows where you live. Okay, good. Haha, Kakume. Square eyes. Very cool. Alright, let's zoom down a bit. There it is. Very nice. Okay, so let's look at what you've sent us. Oh, it's a very clean watch. I like this. Okay, so this is a let's see, September 1975, 6138 0040 Kakume. Okay. You're missing some lume on your dial, so it looks like some of the bigger lume plots here and here, the two dots at the top, one here, and the ones around on the markers have gone a little off. This one has been sort of replaced with something resembling lume. I believe your hands, I believe the lume in your hands has actually been painted, which may be, that's interesting. Okay. Well, they are what they are. Everything looks pretty good condition-wise. I mean, it's seen wear. It's been polished. The case back has certainly been polished some. Okay. You have some, some tooling marks and a few things here and there. Crown looks correct. Pushers look correct. Certainly has had some polishing done on the sides here. It's just a little softer on the edges than they normally should be. Just factory wise, they're usually a little more of an edge here. But otherwise, you got a clean crystal. I don't know if you want to keep that crystal. That certainly looks good. It's I'm not sure it's hardlex, but it looks like a nice clean crystal, so we could leave that as you like, whatever you. Whoops. Okay, so that didn't quite reset the way I was hoping. Oh my. Okay, we've got some troubles here. I'm not sure what is happening with your chronograph wheel. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Okay, so I'm a bit concerned. I have to say that is disconcerting. The fact that it resets somewhere and then starts running again. Okay. Interesting. This may take a little bit of investigation here. Okay, we're going to put some power in the watch. Just want to set the time here. I just want to look at how things are going. Your dial has some markings on it. Certainly, it's not pristine in the sense that you've got some marking here in your lower and upper registry, and some loss of surface right here, and also down here. There's a little scratch. Yeah. Okay. What gives me a lot of concern is when I see chronograph wheels do weird things. that's perhaps indicative of a larger issue. So I'm going to take your case back off. Not that we're going to get too deep in right away, but I want to see what's happening inside of here. Got some numbers in the back. I'm not sure what any of those mean, but certainly some numbers. So you're not currently... There's power in the watch. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. There are some troubles. The problem is I can't really determine much. Ooh. What's that from? I can't determine much from this level up. The fact that things aren't running, or running oddly, is a bit of a concern. Okay, it will run when it's dial up. Let me turn it over here. Yeah, still running. Let's take off the case back one more time. Okay, so you are still running. Ooh. Okay, that's good. That is good. Okay. So I'm quite concerned about what your chronograph wheel is doing. So what's happening? Oh, and then it stops. That is quite disconcerting. What kind of state was it in when it stopped? I don't know. Huh. Okay. Well, let me do the following. Let me take off your winding weight and your ball bearing works here on top so I can look at where the chronograph wheel is. Okay, so immediately what I see is a problem that happens sometimes when people work on these watches that don't have the right tools in their arsenal. So a couple interesting things. Your jewel here is way pushed out. This jewel is well out of whack, which means that your chronograph wheel is pressing in a weird way against your against this plate. So that happens when somebody puts the oh my, oh, that's no good. Oh, okay, so this is also quite badly bent. I'm not sure what somebody did here, but I think they tried to put the hands on or do something, or the watch was badly dropped. I'm not sure. Or they tried to put this bridge on and they used the chronograph wheel to push this jewel out of whack. Now I can of course push this back, but I'm not really 100% sure that's going to solve the problem. Just a bit. I'm sorry to be so down, but I'm sort of concerned about the running state of the movement here. Oh yeah, that chronograph wheel is way out because of this jewel. Okay, so we can restake this jewel. I just hope that it actually ends up being a solution. Yeah, that might not be very clear to you, but perhaps if I can bring this up like this, you can see that jewel was sitting very, very proud of this surface, right where my tweezers are. That should be almost flush. What that means is that this wheel, which is your chronograph wheel, is flopping up and down very, very badly. And that's never good. I think it's fixable. I'm hopeful that there's no damage to anything, but it certainly leaves your chronograph in a weird state. And the fact that it's resetting back to some random position gives me a bit more pause. So I'm just not sure how your hammer, oh, that looks fine, but your hand is very wonky. So in a sense, this is the correct reset position for the hammer to put this in. That screw should be visible here like this. However, your hand is off at a weird angle, which means that it's not holding the reset because there's so much flop in this. Okay, so lots of things to think about. Okay, so I will send you this video. We will have a look. Everything else, from a sort of perspective of things that I can find that may be wrong with the watch, I don't see a whole lot. This is disconcerting. Somebody has gone in here and bunged this up badly, but I think the counter wheel is actually still working. So this jewel looks like it's out of whack, or this bushing here. This jewel is definitely out of whack. So we're going to have a little bit of investigating to do, and your hand is certainly in the wrong place. And so somebody has pressed your hand in poorly, and in doing so has jacked up your jewel badly. So that's always a concern, because it should not reset there. That is incorrect. And somebody didn't have the right tool. They didn't have this. This is the thing that lets you hold the tool, lets you hold the hand in place with the reset hammer, so that when you stake the hand back on, it's in the right place. And it also keeps that jewel from getting pushed, which is what that little divot right there does. So without that tool, you can't put that hand on. And I think that somebody did. So, got some things to think about. All right. We'll talk. We'll go forward. However you want to proceed. I think we can certainly service it. I may not be able to restake this hand in the right position. That's my only concern, is that it's really a challenge. Otherwise, the watch looks okay. I mean, it's certainly a starting point for a restoration, and we can go whatever direction you like. Okay. All right. Well, I will be in touch. I'll send you this video, and we will move ahead. Thanks so much.